Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of Fat Ninja Game Talk Radio. I'm Fat Ninja, of course, and I got my full army of compatriots. Let's start off with Obi, one jabroni, the gaming grognard. What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Doing good, man. Got the heat wave has gone away finally.
Hell yeah,
Couldn't
hell
agree
yeah.
more.
And let's slide on over here to the Mr. Pook Ninja. What's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
Oh, not much, man. Just looking at my fat double chins here in the reflection.
That's
I
not
already
Poop
missed
Ninja.
it.
That's not Poop. What have you done with the real Poop Ninja?
Yeah, where's the real Pook Ninja? I missed the beard already, but oh well. It's time for a change. Enough is
Yep.
enough with the beard.
Yeah, we got Dan B. What's up? What's going on, brother? How you doing? Thanks for coming out and hanging out with us. And let's take a trip down south to the Riv. What's going on, man? How you doing, sir?
Welcome to Tucker Carlson tonight. No, I do feel like the Tucker Carlson of gaming sometimes with how much I rant on shit. But every time I think I can calm down, the gaming industry goes and does something new that's completely fucking stupid. But I'm sure we'll talk about that throughout the show.
Another one. Another one.
Yeah.
All right, let's kick it over here to the Indie Wrestling aficionado, PK Punk. What's going on, brother? How's it going?
I'm very good. I missed the shows last week after obviously you had your trip, and hope the speech went really well. And I'm looking forward to getting stuck in today. I think it's going to be a fun one based on the pre-show talk.
Oh yeah, we're in for a good one, folks. And finally, last but not least, we have Pooh Girl 77. How you doing? How's it going?
All right, how are you doing?
I am tired. I had to speak at my nephew's wedding. It was a complete train wreck to start off, but it turned out pretty good at the end. So everything ended out good, and nobody got killed or stabbed or semi-murdered or anything. So of course that's always good.
Right.
Fat Ninja. Hey, Fat Ninja, you tired?
Mhm. Oh, man. And
We
guess,
had to do it.
hi Denise, thank you for coming out.
Hi, Denise.
Everyone, hi.
Denise.
And we got our boy Jason Saunders in the building.
Hey.
What's up, man?
My brother Jason. How you doing, man?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
How's it going?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Got the awesome crew filing in. Check out Fat Ninja Game Talk Radio. Definitely appreciate y'all for coming out. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get things rolling pretty quick because we we got a lot of stuff to talk about. So of course, everybody, welcome to the dojo, and we're gonna go into what we've been playing. So Obi, I'll kick it off to you first, sir. What you've been playing this week?
Been playing this game called Real Life, so not been playing. not been playing.
Oh, that game fucking sucks.
Yeah, exactly.
I give
I hate that game.
a 0.
Me too. It sucks.
0 out of 10. That's the real Elden Ring. Oh my goodness! All right, kick it over to you, PK. What you been playing?
Still playing Demon Slayer on the Xbox One. Really fun fighting game. Had some friends around on Friday, and never touched it before. And we were actually having some quite fun competitive matchups. It's one of those types of fighting games where you can just jump in and then have fun with it, and then not take it too seriously, which I really like. And 2 Point Campus as well, because I just love it. I'm absolutely hooked.
Awesome. Okay, Pook Girl, let's kick it over to you. What you been playing so far this week?
Danganronpa. I'm on the third game, and that shit is fucked up. I'm like chapter 3. I'm not gonna give that much spoilers, but it's like, damn. That's all I gotta say.
Damn.
Damn.
All right, Pook Ninja, what's up with you, bro? What you been playing this week?
I've been playing a game that I received at Christmas. I just busted the seal of it this weekend.
Waited that long.
It's Sakura Wars for PlayStation 4. I love the game. I've heard about it. Like most of them didn't come out in America. I think very few of them did. This is the first one I've ever actually played, and I love it. I love the way you fight. I love the romance and stuff with the characters, and everything's great. And of course, made by Sega, my favorite company as well.
Sega.
So that's what
Sega.
Who is this young man? The game he's been playing is Gillette. Like, look, his facial hair is gone.
Face is smoother than a baby's bottom.
That's right. and get some baby magic and some talcum powder.
Magic. Some baby magic. Oh shit! Hell no! All right, finally the rib. What you been playing this week?
I've been hitting Final Fantasy 14 real hardcore because the new patch drops tomorrow, so there's gonna be a lot of new content. But I was trying to get as much of the old content. You know, they always put an event as sort of filler between patches, give you an incentive to play. So I wanted to get all the quest rewards from that, but that involved running the same dungeon like 50 times. I did do it while watching The Boys Season 3 on Amazon, which is highly recommended, even though they claim that they hate one side more than the other. They really shit on this whole commercialism that we see in the superhero industry. So, I mean, it was good. It was good because it gave me something to do while grinding really painful dungeons. A second monitor is your friend.
I second that one. I'm up to episode 6 of season 3 as of about 5 minutes before I jumped on this call. And I really was like so tempted to go to episode 7.
It's so good. I mean, it was a lot of fun.
Nice. Shout out to the 4 people on YouTube and Captain America once again fighting a good fight. Lonely person on Twitch. Thank you for your service. Okay, so we're gonna kick it over to PK. So you got some TTRPGs to talk to us, bro. So go ahead and lay it on us.
Yeah, I thought it'd be quite a fun one today, just to try and. I actually bought a new game while I was away over the weekend, and it put me in mind of maybe like a 2-player games collection starter, like a couple of different games that I love that play really well with 2 people, but some of them you can scale up as well. So the one I picked up at the weekend is Unmatched. It is a strategic battle game where this particular set is Beowulf versus Little Red Riding Hood. But you can get Robin Hood versus Bigfoot. There's a whole set which I've got hopefully arriving tomorrow, which is Victorian era villains. So you got Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, the Invisible Man, Dracula, and the 4th character escapes me. But every character plays different. The whole point is they're all stupidly overpowered. So it's just a case of how well you can play that character. And if you wanted something as a quick starter, you could get us one of the 2 character sets like this, and then scale up to the 4-pack, and then so on and so forth. Like there's a set based on Jurassic Park where it's the Raptors versus Robert Muldoon. There's a set where you can get Bruce Lee, who just slots in, and you play as Bruce Lee on various maps, and it's just a lot of fun.
Okay.
The other one
nice.
is I've got the DC deck building game. This is actually normally a full size release. You can get a DC deck building game which is a lot larger than this. This is specifically a 2-player version, Batman versus Joker, and it's really fun. Again, you start off with a weak selection of cards. You then use them to buy stronger cards with the whole point of taking out your opponent. And as deck building goes, it's a really good intro to that mechanic. And if you can find it, you should be able to get it pretty cheap as well. So that's a really fun one. Another battle one, got Seven Wonders Duel. The original Seven Wonders was in the top 10 on Board Game Geek for years. That is the pared down 2-player version where you play over 3 rounds. You set out cards in the shape of a shield in the table, and you're selecting cards to take on your turn, again, to build up a stronger deck. But there's 3 different ways you can win, so there's lots of replayability. And again, that one is constantly getting republished and quite cheap to find. We then have something a little bit more heavyweight. We've got Undaunted, which is a World War II battle game. So you have your armies laid out on the battlefield based on some real battles that actually happened, and you're using cards to play the soldiers on the field, and then you're basically just trying to outmaneuver the other side and accomplish whatever your goal is for that mission. There's also a big boy version of that, which is a game called Memoir 44, which I also own, which is still only 2 players, but it's massive, so I left that one on the shelf. But the nice thing about that one, Memoir 44, is it actually comes with the little plastic army men and tanks and things as well. So you can actually properly maneuver them around the board, and it feels a bit more involved. But if you wanted something, again, quite cheap to pick up and a really fun 2-player experience that you can play a lot, Undaunted is very good.
Nice.
And then the final one, I thought I'd just go for 5. We've got Dice Throne. I've got the Marvel version here. There's also a fantasy version as well. Again, I've got the 4-pack here, which is Miles Morales, Spider-Man, Scarlet Witch, Loki, and Thor. But you can get Doctor Strange, Black Widow, and then there's another 2-pack of Marvel characters as well, which the names escape me. But the nice thing about this one is everything's nicely pre-packed for you. So you basically you're just rolling dice to try and trigger the abilities on your cards, but everything comes in their own nice little pre-packed boxes. So that has got everything anyone would need just to play Scarlet Witch. Just take it out the box, throw it on a table, and away you go. And mechanics-wise, again, it's probably a bit more medium weight than lightweight, but it's a really fun game, and it's expandable. It's always 2 players, but you can go teams and have up to 4. But it's designed perfectly just with 2 players. If you really like it, you can buy extra characters and expand on it and make the most out of that game. The nice thing about all of these is every single one of them, apart from the 7 Wonders Duel, has got some sort of expansion to it where you can buy new characters, buy new maps, and if you get hooked on a game that you play with your significant other, or you've got a friend who comes around all the time, it just shows that you don't need to have a big board game group. You could literally have one other person who you like to play games with, and there's 5 games there that play all very differently to each other. And there's a much bigger selection that even I have on my shelf over there. These are 5 that came to hand tonight.
Right. Nice. That's cool because like when all of us were little, we had to go on those epic excursions for this little simple game called Monopoly that took like 2 weeks to play because you and your cousins got into fucking fights over it because you had to like save the game. Like that means everybody step away from the table. Don't touch nothing. And everybody getting up in the middle of the night, see if anybody touched the game pieces or moved any money around.
Whereas pretty much all of these are about 20 minutes to half an hour to play, apart from Undaunted, which some of them can get up to about an hour because it's quite involved. But Unmatched, it's about 20 minutes, and it's a really, really fun game.
That's what's up. I'm going to totally steal from Shang right now from a Great Farmer Freelance. If you haven't got his channel, please go grab his channel because every morning, rain, hail, internet Armageddon, he has a show. And it's a great community. They all like to talk. I mean, what our chat is doing right now. We're yakking and everything, but they're having their own conversations. That means, and I'm going to just totally steal from Shang right now. The best of the best of the best of the best come here. And, we just, we're a great community. We like to, talk shit to each other, but, we truly, Jillian got love for each other. And I even try to have my cup of coffee just in case Shane happens to stop by. So, so thank you, brother. You truly inspire me to keep doing what I'm doing. So, thank you very much,
You're
Shane.
the best around. Nothing's gonna ever slow you down.
The best.
Oh My goodness, terrible. Shout out to the 6 people on YouTube and Captain America
Yes.
still holding it down
Captain.
without Bucky. Thank you, sir. All right. So, anybody want to add anything else before we go ahead and shift over to the first topic?
No.
Yeah, I wish TCGs were on console. Well, I know there's some on console and mobile, like Street Fighter, things like that. Franchise I know. I wish they were on like digital platforms, because collecting these things is very hard work and they take up a lot of space.
I can
Unfortunately,
attest to that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, didn't Street Fighter have one?
I have it. Yeah,
Oh,
they do.
all right. Well, let's go ahead and slide on over to our first topic here. Okay, UK government asks the industry to self-regulate on loot boxes. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and let our buddies from overseas start off with this one first. Obi, I'll start with you. Like, what's going on over there, man?
Well, I didn't see the story personally, but I mean, it's got to that point where I think we talked about this last time, but I don't think well, they've turned around and said the industry needs to govern, like to sort it out now, like the whole ESRB thing and MK back in the day. But no, I think this is a huge problem. I think they're not gonna do it. I don't think the gaming industry isn't gonna self-govern or have a self-body to regulate, because obviously with these loot boxes they make a lot of money, right? So why should they? Why should they regulate?
Okay, PK, what about you, sir? What do you think about it?
I hate this. I'll be honest. Like this sums up our government. Like we're one of the countries in the world really where sports gambling is still quite a big thing. Like in America, it's quite heavily regulated. Over here, there's betting shops on borderline every corner. People go in, bet on the horse race and bet on the football, whatever, and that is synonymous with this culture as well. This is just teaching gambling tactics and habits to kids. If you've got your own disposable income, and if you've got your own mindset of I can spend this much money on FIFA cards or whatever the case may be, and then you stop, fine. But there's people who can't stop. They go down the rabbit hole, they get themselves into debt, or kids get them into fucking debt because they don't lock down the consoles with the parental permissions, and the kids will buy £100 a FIFA card, and then next thing you know, that's the electric bill that can't get paid.
Yeah,
I hate loot boxes with a passion and microtransactions. I'm fine with downloadable content and games and expansion packs because that's something that I've grown up with, and I think that is fine. But it's all these small transactions that all add up over time, and that's what drowns people. It's that drip of water that eventually you just can't get out from under.
Yeah, absolutely.
You start off with FIFA cards and you escalate. Next thing you know, you're selling a kidney to the black market.
Yeah.
Oh hell no! Yeah, freelancer. Yes, the best of the best do come here because, like I said, sir, you inspire me to do this. So this is why I try to cultivate positive personality and also positive community. So, also Jason says those game boxes are awesome. I think that's why I like Lethal Enforcers. Great, awesome game. So much that it came with this massive box with the biggest gun called the Justifier, and that's what I mean, the gun. Yeah, man, everybody wanted the Justifier. They didn't even care if it came with the fucking cord. They just want that big, massive, either orange or blue gun. That's all they cared about.
So
remember?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I got just breaking news for you in a minute. Go ahead. You remember the 2-player one was actually pink. It actually was pink, and you had to mail order from Konami for it.
Oh.
I remember that.
I remember, and then once you got it, nobody wanted to use the pink gun.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
no. You know
That
what?
was the bitch gun. That was the bitch gun. Almost
Well,
like
I
13,
mean,
14-year-old males. Like that's the
but
bitch gun.
you might find your sister using the gun in a way you don't want her to use it. If you know what
Yeah, you don't want that.
Oh,
I got some breaking news related to this loot box shit, guys. This is breaking. This just popped up on my timeline. Sony
Alright.
being sued for $5.9 billion, accused of ripping players off by charging a 30% commission through PlayStation Store purchases.
I saw
That's
this
an
story.
extra
I saw it.
30% profit.
It's £5 billion, by the way. I shared this story, and I thought we might be talking about this
Wow.
today.
oh my
Yeah.
goodness, that's
Yeah.
some dirty.
So, and
that's
they,
some
and they
dirty
quote
shit
and they
right
put it in
there.
quotes. They put it in quotes, ripping people off. It was in quotes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Because
oh
they
my
know. I mean,
goodness.
that's what I told you about this digital. You'll own nothing. You'll be happy. It's all profit for these companies. There's almost no downside.
They're not
Yeah,
gonna
And
do shit.
that's what.
It makes them money. They're not gonna do shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Pook, were you saying something, or do we go over to
The pink and blue gun, I think.
I was just talking about the Justifier gun.
They
yeah.
also made it that color so you wouldn't rob a bank or something, right?
Yeah.
My
Yeah, the
favorite
lady-
light guns for games was still the one that you could get for the Dreamcast for House of the Dead that had the slots for the VMU in the
Oh, yeah.
in the top of the
Yeah.
gun as well.
You know what my biggest
Yeah.
gripe
Yeah.
was about like all the gun stuff going away is when they stopped letting Megatron transform into a gun as far as the
Mhm.
Transformers action figures.
Right,
That pissed me off
dude.
personally.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Let's kick it down to Poop Girl. What do you think about this UK loot box crap?
That's messed up. It's like you pay so much for a game, you need to have the whole thing. You need to have the whole thing. I usually wait until it's like the greatest hits and you get all the DLC.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. It's just it's just shitty ass practice.
Whatever happened to just earning your shit by playing the game?
Exactly.
Right,
That too.
dude.
That too.
Man, don't make no damn sense. Like, oh, you got to spend an extra 10 hours grinding? Wow, big fucking deal.
But
I
also,
don't want to grind for that. Eh.
I've
it's
seen this a lot.
incentive to be the best. Like when you had to actually beat Akuma to unlock Akuma in a Street Fighter game, you were like fucking practicing the whole way through. I mean,
Yeah.
They try to get you pre-order bonuses. That's been going on for a while. Where I don't know if you pre-order
Yeah.
a certain game, like you can have this nameplate as a pre-order bonus, and you won't.
Yeah.
No one else has it unless people pre-ordered it. And it's
Yeah,
store
right.
specific too. Like you'll get it at Walmart or
Exactly.
or GameStop. So they got different ones than those. So they expect you to buy 2 or 3 copies of the same game. No, thank you.
Yeah, nefarious tactics.
Yes, go in the chat real quick. We got Weaves World in the building. He's an awesome YouTuber. Please grab his channel, and also just a little promotional plug. If you need a banner done for your YouTube channel or some logos done for your YouTube channel, he will do them for free as long as you are subscribed to his channel. So it will do you a great
Okay.
service to go over to his channel and sub to him because he does great work, and he has videos of all the banners and all the logos he's ever done, and they are fucking amazing. He is doing one
That's cool.
for me also, so stay tuned for that one.
Okay.
Okay, and we got our boy Nightmare from Blaze's Crew. What's up, buddy? What's up? What's going on, man? Thank you for coming out and hanging out with us crazy ass people. We got 8 on YouTube, and Captain America still holding it down on Twitch.
Captain America.
I'm still looking for Bucky, man. Where's Bucky? Where's Bucky? Okay. Anybody else want to add to this before we move on?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go and slide on over to our next topic then. So Yoshi P's statement, and I kind of picked this one because I kind of want to have a small discussion about it, because basically he says, do you think Yoshi P's statement is true? Do you think, as what some developers of games doing the action route, action turns instead of just like regular turn-based, do you think it's a cop out? Like, do you think his statement is true? Like, well, it's just the way of the beast now, or do you think this might be a cop out of people wanting to go like the pure action route? So that's a question I posed to the group. Like, what do y'all think about it? So, uh, Poop Girl, I'll go ahead and kick it over to you first. What do you think?
Is that based on RPGs or just regular?
Basically, yeah.
Basically, like we went from the turn-based RPGs to the active time RPGs,
Yeah.
real time.
Yeah.
And
Like, I liked the Final Fantasy VII remake. It was more action than turn-based, but yeah, I noticed if I would have to go that way. Oh my God, Pook Ninja! What the hell? What the hell? Oh my God, I can't talk.
Oh, he gave you the game over. He gave you the
Game over. What the hell?
Oh damn!
Oh my God!
Damn!
But I
Damn!
did like Chrono Trigger, and I did like the other one, But I like those ones better. But
Man, as soon as Poop did that, somebody got scared on YouTube and left. It's like, oh shit! They're like, oh shit!
They don't want to.
Poop
They
gonna
don't
get
want
murdered.
to. They don't want to see a murder in real time. These people live in the same house.
yeah, I know exactly.
Real time murder, RTM.
Active time battle. That one won't be turn based.
Oh, my
shit!
God. That was awesome. That was awesome. So to keep the chaotic train going, Pook, I'll go ahead and shoot it down to you, bro. What do you think about this, bro?
I blame the Tales series for this in RPGs because that's the one that really got popular that was action-based fighting. I like turn-based fighting. I like my RPGs old school. I don't like the action. If I want to play action, I'll go play Shinobi or I'll go play an action game. RPGs are supposed to be turn-based. If it's an action RPG, that's different. But when it's an RPG, it's turn-based. That's just my feelings on it.
Turn the tables.
I can definitely understand that. Riv, what do you think about this, bro?
I think Yoshi P said this as a deflection to stick to what he knows, which is active time. Because obviously, when he developed Final Fantasy XIV, it was an active time battle game. And an MMORPG is different from an RPG. An MMO is running in real time because you're running in real time with other players. So that's necessary for that. Now, there are some action RPGs that work, but I don't want it to be like this standard. I think he's mistaken when he says there's no longer a market for turn-based. And Sega has proven that with the Yakuza games. I mean, the Yakuza games do very well. The Persona games do very well. A lot of people are clamoring for more Dragon Quest titles, which Square is completely ignored. I don't think the market for this is entirely dead. Not to mention Square are hypocritical because they want to sell a bunch of older games to you that were all turn-based games. Clearly, there's a market for it still, because if there weren't a market for it, you wouldn't be re-releasing Final Fantasy 1 through 6. So I think that it's sort of to each their own. It depends on the mood and what you're feeling at the time. I don't think there's a problem with active time battles, but I do think that he's mistaken by saying that people strictly and solely want that, and that's the evolution of things. If that's the case, I guess we should all start playing fucking Fortnite, and I find Fortnite gay as a motherfucker. So, I mean, that being said, there's a game out there for everyone. There's a genre out there for everyone. I don't like the statement in terms of the fact it sounds like the entire RPG genre as a whole needs to shift to that. It doesn't need to. It needs to be able to cater to various different audiences, and there are different games for that. I think that's just his excuse to justify the fact that 16 is probably going to play like 14, which plays a lot like 12 if you sort of, feel your way through the engine. But 11 was turn-based. A lot of people didn't like that because turn-based and MMO don't mix. But that MMORPG and RPG are two entirely different genres, and he needs to sort of, realize that, differentiate.
Yeah. Jason in the chat says super impressed with Final Fantasy remake, gorgeous game.
Yes.
And we stop playing anything as long as the story does.
Exactly. With an RPG,
I'm down with that.
That's the bread and butter of an RPG. Active, real time doesn't matter. The story better not be whack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Nightbot just spit out something, even though I've thought I deactivated Nightbot.
I just when it's
That's a link to a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I think it's my stuff. I think I forgot.
What's your Facebook on there as well?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I forgot to
When it's a
deactivate it.
traditional role playing game like Dragon Quest, I want turn based. That's all. I mean, action RPGs or whatever, or even like the Tales series and stuff like that, where it's action. I mean, Sakura Wars is action. With that, I'm playing now. It's not really an RPG, but it's kind of. But I just want my RPGs to be turn based, old school style. That's what I like. That's my preference.
Yeah.
Yes, great farmer screaming this from the roof, the mountaintops, and I will agree. Fortnite, no way, hell. And he says, "Riv, you're all right." Yes, yes. Riv comes with that actual religious fire that real people that claim to have religion should have. And Obi, so what's your take on this, bro?
Yeah, turn-based worked for old school, like your Super Nintendo, Mega Drive / Genesis. I think it worked well for those in that era. It's funny we should talk about this because I watched someone play Final Fantasy VII on PlayStation 1. Because I always wondered with that game, like, why did he get a lot of 10s? Because that's turn-based, right? So it got a lot of 10s back in the day, if you remember, from all the magazines. And I don't know about the internet, because we didn't have the internet back then. But yeah, to me, it's very archaic, the turn-based stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. The thing with this topic is I agree with both sides, because it's like I get where Pook is coming from, all the old school players. Like, yeah, it's more traditional with turn-based. Me personally, I prefer action-based though. If it was to come down to it, again, it's about story though. Depends on the story. If the story's good with action, if it's trash, then yeah, forget it.
Fair enough. All right. Anybody want to add to this before we go ahead and move on to the commercial?
I'll just throw in my 2 cents very quickly.
Okay, PK. Sorry.
Yeah. So I agree with most things that were said, but like, because some of my favorite games, they're not even in the RPG genre, but some of my favorite games ever are turn-based. Games like Advance Wars, Civilization, those games are turn-based, and that fits that game. The old school RPGs, the turn-based system fits those games, and that tends to be what I prefer. I love the Yakuza series. One of the other games I've actually been playing this week was the Lost Judgment expansion, because I love that style of game. I was genuinely shocked at how good Yakuza Like a Dragon was with putting the turn-based system into the Yakuza story. Worked out so well. And that to me was like a bit of a, oh, okay. They opened my eyes a bit, because like I'm a bit like Obi. I much prefer the more action-based RPGs. Like my favorite RPG of all time is Mass Effect 2, because it's got the story, it's got the RPG mechanics, but it's action-based. It's effectively a shooter with RPG, and that's why I really like. So. I can see where everybody's coming from, but I'm a bit like Obi. I do fall into the more action camp.
And if you're lazy like me, you don't want to read everything as well.
At
least on these newer ones, you've got TTS. So,
I need to try Like a Dragon. They gave it for free on PS Plus this month, so I downloaded it. I just haven't played it yet. But I've heard good things.
Go Command and Conquer. Another old school one. Awesome. Cool. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go to our commercial. Once again, it's a minute and 15. Of course, I am an EV Mux affiliate, so if you do want to check it out, be sure to click on the link in the show notes below of the YouTube video. Like I said, a minute 15. When we come back, we're going to kick it off to a special edition of Riv's Rant. So you definitely want to stay tuned for that. So
yes,
go to commercial. We come back to what you came to really see and listen to. So you've been listening and participating with Fat Ninja Game Talk Radio.
All right, I'm live. That was easy.
Gamescom is coming up, so maybe I don't know. Is Gamescom even big enough for them to announce something? No?
Okay, we are back. Thank you for hanging out during the commercial. Welcome back to Fat Ninja Game Talk Radio. Of course, once again, this is what you really came to see and listen to. And we got a Riv coming deep from the the depths of Riv's loins on this one.
Oh my god!
This is going to be a good one. So
Two for the price of one.
yes, yeah, you better buckle up because you might lose your brain on this one. 'Cause it might melt. So of course, what we all came to see here, Riv's rants. Go ahead and kick it off, brother.
All right, y'all. I've been on a bit of a tear today. I actually did rant earlier on my personally canceled podcast channels about She-Hulk and the breaking down of men. And it seems like it's gotten even worse today because we just had this this steaming pile of turd. Saints Row 6 dropped one on us right before the show. I was talking with the team, the round table of madness, about this one. This is an actual message in Saints Row 6 that pops up when you try to restart a mission. You just requested to abort the mission, but what if this option was negated? What if we, the developers, decided that you cannot do what you want to with your own character? This is what many women in America experience right now. Think about it. Hey motherfuckers, would you like to talk to Saudi Arabia? Holy shit. I do not want to be preached to about your politics when I'm playing a fucking video game. Saints Row 6 isn't even officially out yet. This is from the leaks of all the information from people who got advance copies. They ain't happy. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is the dumpster fire. This is the death knell of Saints Row that we're seeing right here. And there's a little something you developers need to understand. And I don't give a shit if you voted for Joe Biden. I also don't give a shit if you voted for Donald Trump. I don't give a shit if you voted for Hillary Clinton. I don't give a shit if you voted for Mitt Romney, Barack Obama, Ronald Reagan. I don't care if you were old enough that you were able to fucking vote for Richard Nixon. I don't give a fuck. Leave it the fuck out of the video game. I don't want to hear about Biden. I don't want to hear about Trump. I don't want to hear about Barack Obama. I just want to play a fucking video game and have escapism without your political social message. I don't give a shit what you think about abortion. I don't give a shit what you think about the war in the Ukraine. I don't give a shit about LGBTQ, RST, RNLME, LP fucking rights. I'm playing this video game for escapism. I already hear about this shit all the time. Every time I turn on the news. There's a reason I don't even want to watch a fucking news. It's to play a video game and have a good time. So when Saints Row shoves it down your throat, won't even let you quit a mission while talking to you about, hey, abortion bad! No, abortion good, rather. They abortion good, whatever. But I wouldn't want to hear abortion bad either, because I just want a neutral take on my game. And that being said, I just have one more because you get in the 2-for-1 with this. Well, I want y'all to keep your fucking woke Western politics out of our video games. That also goes to the Japanese companies. And listen, Japan, y'all need to stop being asleep at the wheel because while y'all are asleep at the wheel or drinking your American branch's autonomy, they're putting these social issues in the game where they don't belong. So, you know what? If we need to send some samurai over here, if you gotta send some ninja over here, we gotta have some good old-fashioned harakiri with these guys, that's what we need. Fire your localization teams, because their job is to translate the game, not to inject their own opinion in the games themselves. It's about time that shit gets the fuck out, all across the board. So you know what? And by the way, fire everybody who's on a diversity, equity, and inclusion team so we can save Tifa's titties the next time there's a game that comes along and don't shrink them down. Because if you shrink them down, the PC master race that plays the game on PC is going to make them big again. So, fuck y'all very much. Fuck you woke assholes. Fuck Saints Row. And then what? Fuck Rockstar Games. Because if this doesn't tell them to course correct GTA 6 before it arrives, they deserve the same fate as these motherfuckers, which is to go broke. Which is what happens when you get woke.
Cancel my Saints Row pre-order.
I cannot believe this message. Like, this message, bro.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, how the fuck are you going to preach to me about social issues? I'm playing a fucking video game about carjacking, and you want to talk to me about abortion? You've
Yeah,
taken a woman's rights
exactly.
away. By aborting this mission, you're taking a woman's rights away. Pook girl, let me ask you, did I just take your rights away by aborting a fucking mission? Saints Row? You feel enslaved right now?
Enslaved. Oh shit.
Enslaved.
Oh my goodness.
Before you abort this
Oh,
mission, think about
man.
that time that you insulted Mountain Timer. Think about his feelings. Think about it. He's just a permanent whipping boy.
Great Farmer says it, echoing our sentiment. Amazing Rib. Raising this amazing
Thank
job,
you.
Rib. Yes, all we want to do is play. All we want to do is have fun. That's all we
Yeah.
want. That's
Yeah.
all we want to do. Quote,
I'm so
quote the
sad about
immortal
this
Cindy
because
Lauper.
I love the Saints Row series. I've been replaying 2 recently because
Yeah.
it's still the peak of the series for me. And the all the shit that in it that from day one, as soon as he started showing shit for this new game, I was just like, this is not going to be good. And then the more and more and more stuff you see, the more it drags you down, the more worse it is. And
PK, the whole
fucking
apparently I
really
heard today
fucking-
that the entire like cinematics of Saints Row 6 are already leaked on YouTube throughout like the entire internet. So they're just getting savaged all over the place for the storyline, the plot, and everything they've done with the game.
When the plot of the game is a bunch of Gen Zers could become a gang to pay off the student loans, you know there's something fucking seriously wrong.
CNN simulator.
See it in the video game. Well, I mean, now Brian Stelter's got plenty of time to play. He ain't got a job no more, so
Thank you,
he'll
Pesci.
be enjoying it.
Thanks,
Oh
brother.
my-
Pesci.
Oh my goodness. CNN the
Thank you,
simulator.
CNN Simulator.
Oh,
No, I don't think they can make CNN Simulator because they would have to take the game down for pedophilia because so many of them got caught doing that.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh man, the viewers went down from eight to 6 on that one.
Oh, damn. I didn't know Brian
Great-
Stelter and Don Lemon
But
were
Great
watching this
Farmer
shit.
liked it though. But Great Farmer liked it though, so it was worth it. Oh shit.
Hilarious.
Jason Saunders, the Riv is awesome. All great hosts here. I look forward to these every week. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Thank you. You know what?
Thanks, brother.
That's why, like I said, I steal from Shane's mantra, the best of the best of the best of the best reside here. We got 2 awesome people from the UK. I got my best friend and his wife, and then I got this awesome cantankerous asshole that I love and respect for the past 9 years. I will stand next to this dude at any battle, anytime, day or night. That's just how we roll here. So, thank you very much, Jason. Really appreciate it.
I made a Mets fan very sad Wednesday when we weren't on the show. And the Mets won, and he was still sad because he was worried I was gonna like beat his ass. I didn't even say anything. He's just like, I'm just worried this guy might hurt me. He looked mad. I'm always mad.
Always angry. Yeah, like people with the She-Hulk review. By the way, go check out Riv on Odyssey. If you have not subscribed to Riv on Odyssey, you are missing out on so many great treats because the scathing review that he did on BitChute, but then the more tamer explanation on Odyssey will fucking melt your brain and have you dying laughing. So please go check Riv out on Odyssey, and especially for the more spicier content, go to BitChute to check him out there.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And we got Isa28. Hi. Hi, thank you for coming out and supporting the show. You probably rubbing sleep from your eyes and all that. Just don't stub your toe on the nightstand while going to the bathroom. Thank you for coming out and supporting us. Yes, go check out her channel. Exact same thing as her name. Isa28 channel. Go check her out. Beautiful, talented, excellent lady. You will not be disappointed. All right. All right. So, I love you, Riv. You're fucking awesome.
Thank you.
All right, so let's go ahead and go over to our third topic here. This is going to be this might incite another rant. Uh, um,
Oh.
Guilty Gear Strive Fighter Bridget as being retconned into a transgender. Oh my gosh, really, really? The bullshit fucking continues. I mean, does it
Get
ever
ready.
stop? I mean, every time that you turn around, it's another great game being completely and utterly neutered. And it's not even a good classical neuter. It's not like the dog is put to sleep and they're really just no. It's like a fucking hacksaw with no fucking don't knock the dog out. There's no uh, shit to put on it to stop infection. It's like they just do that shit to you. So
Oh,
and what
damn.
makes it so bad, this character has a deep, rich history. And
Mm.
then just because a twist on words was made, now this great character and the whole reason why it was a cool character background, because once again, you know how in Japanese anime you have those characters that could be passed on as a girl or a boy. That's what
Yeah.
Bridget's allure
They're called
was.
traps. They're called traps.
Right. And that's what people enjoyed about the character. And I mean, even Japanese people are pissed off about this. That says Bridget seemingly being retconned into transgender in Guilty Gear Strive, described as cultural plagiarism by Japanese players. Now, when you piss off your own specific fan base, you got a fucking problem. so Pook Ninja, I'll go ahead and kick it over to you first, man. What do you think about all this, man?
It's just stupid. Just let things be the way they're be. Don't. It's a way to get press on the game. It's a way to get attention to people that are in those communities and stuff to show more attention to the game. I think that's what it's all about. But it's stupid. Just let the story be how it is. I mean, what's up, Easy Digging? Thanks for the sub,
Yes.
brother. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Easy digging.
Easy
Boy.
digging.
Yeah, another guy from Blaze's crew, and he has his own personal YouTube channel, same as his name. If you haven't picked up his channel, please do so when you have a chance, and also pick up Blaze's show. Although his link will be in the show notes below. Blaze and his crew is a great group of guys. So yeah, Blaze and Easy and any other, basically anybody we tell you to go sub to, damn it, go sub to him.
Do it.
Do
Do
it.
now.
Do it now.
Do it now.
Oh my goodness. Oh, we got Schmidt. Shout out to the Pook and the Fat Ninja.
What's up, Schmidt?
What's going on, Schmidt? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming out, man. Easy. Fuck you, asshole. You been crying, Ninja? Hey, come on, man. Damn it was just that one time. You ain't gotta keep on doing it all the time. I'm gonna get my woke friends to come and get you. Yeah, basically they'll come with some fucking marshmallows at you. Stab him in the eye with a pitchfork. All right, Riv, I'll go ahead and kick it over to you, sir. What do you think about this, man?
Man, this is just what I was talking about with the localization teams being a big problem. These localization teams in the United States are infested with the same woke assholes who put a lot of these games together. And here they are, something came from Japan. They said, well, we could subvert it to make it more political. Let's go ahead and do that. And this is Japan asleep at the wheel again. Japan needs to lock this shit down. They need to put their foot down and tell them, no, this is what we intend this character to be. This is what the character is. But the problem is not just the fact that this is going on. The fact is, because of the fact there's a lot of woke people now invading gaming spaces, when Bridget was announced in the game, these people, these circles immediately jumped on it, said Bridget is trans now, made a bunch of fan arts, made a bunch of trans flags with Bridget on it and whatnot. And we claim this now. This is ours now. We are taking, and it'll never be enough. We're going to keep taking. The same people who didn't want to play Guilty Gear because Biken's titties were too big, by the way, when the game first came out. Now all of a sudden in season 2, they want to talk about how they love the game because of Bridget and trans inclusion. Bridget is not a trans character. Bridget is a twin because Bridget comes from a family where male twins are considered unlucky. So his family forced one of the two twins to cross-dress, essentially. So that's what happened. And Bridget has always been trying to prove his, I'm going to say his, you don't like it? Fuck you, his manliness. So, the way I see it, the way I see it with all of this it wouldn't even be so bad and we wouldn't even care if the fact that the woke police didn't gloat about it and shove it down everyone's throats and wave their little stupid flags in everyone's face and act like Mets fans. Act like obnoxious Mets fans is what they're acting like. And so, the thing is, if you wouldn't be so insufferable about it, you would get more tolerance. But you want to shove it down everybody's throat. You want to force it down everyone's mouths. You want to act like we're all, bigots if we don't, hooray for you. The difference between us and y'all is we don't want your applause. We don't need it. We don't need y'all's validation. We're happy just doing what we do and living our lives. You don't have to shove it down our throats. And the fact that you shove it down our throat does create resentment. It's not because of the fact that you're transsexual or not transsexual or gay or not gay. It's because you're an asshole.
Pretty much.
Mini rant number 2 right there. I like it. I like it. Oh man!
Shit.
When I was doing my fake crying, we peaked at 11 viewers. Like, so what I gotta do? Like, fake cry and ask for donations because car payment or something. Jesus, man, come on! I don't have to cry all the time. All right, Obi, I'll kick it over to you, sir. What do you think about this, man?
Pretty much what Riv said, but my opinion is, nonsense. I'm not familiar with Strive. I've heard it's a great game, though.
Mm-hmm.
But they retcon a lot of shit, right? So they retcon. They retconned MK. God, what was it? Was it from MKX, I believe? They retconned that in MK11. They retcon a lot of stuff in there. So I'm not a fan of it in general. But when it comes down to characters who are more traditional, I believe, like I said, the Americans, the US developers are doing this. Is it Arc Systems or something like that who do it?
Yeah, Arc System works.
Yeah, so it's them who do it, and just leave the characters as be. I didn't hear about this though. I didn't even know. Usually, I would hear stuff about Strive and I would hear about it. I've not heard about. I knew the character was coming out, but I didn't know about the whole LGBTQZ whatever. Which I've got no problem with, by the way. I want to say that too. I've got no issue with the whole trans and all that stuff. Do what you got to do. If you want to get neutered, hey, that's up to you.
Right.
Wow.
I heard someone use the phrase zipper tits, and I'm going to say use your imagination on that one. don't shoot the messenger.
Oh my goodness, bro. Oh man, if I do get taken down on YouTube, it'll be all well worth it.
I want to go up to a Saints Row 6 developer and be like, "What's up, zipper tits?" See what they say.
Oh my goodness. Okay, PK, what's your take on this, bro?
I'm with Riv on it. It's Western ideology being forced into an Eastern developed game, and we're considering the Japanese culture is not the most LGBTQI plus friendly culture in the world. Mm-hmm. They are getting better compared to what they used to be, but it's still a very traditional society. So trying to force those political views into that type of game is one, completely disrespectful to the culture where the game came from, and two, very arrogant that they think that people are going to buy it, especially with a character with a history. Like the Guilty Gear games have been around for a long time. Yes. If this was a brand new character that they just put in as DLC or something, here's your first transgender character into Guilty Gear, no one would have been bothered. But the fact that they're changing a well-known character is what I personally really hate about it.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. That, like I said, they got mad at Biken having big tits, but Biken's missing one arm. So if you hate on Biken, shouldn't you be considered an ableist? Like, come on. So it's like, you know, I mean,
Yeah.
there's no consistency with these maniacs. There's, you know, you cannot negotiate with terrorists. That's what I call them too. I don't call them social justice warriors. They're cultural terrorists at this point. And of course Japan don't like it. They got a declining birth rate because we ain't sent Obi over there to clean up. You know,
Yeah.
birth rate overnight.
Oh shit!
Maybe they're trying to appeal to the purple place in stream. I don't know because I know there's a lot of transgender on that side of the fence, you know. But
Yeah,
I don't know.
You just, killed, you just killed Dan, man. You just killed Dan, Rev. Thanks, man. Thanks.
you know what I have to say whenever they put this whack LGBT shit in the game? Very nice. Now give me the Saudi version of the game.
Right.
Give me the Chinese version of the game.
Right.
None of that shit there.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Namco Bandai or whoever to retcon Tekken 8 at this point.
Yeah.
Maybe they're gonna stick a transgender character in Tekken 8.
Leo's gonna get turned. Remember, Leo is supposed to be female.
I thought. Yeah. That's true. Actually.
It's a woman with her breast taped down, but they'll capitulate. I guarantee it. Or even if they don't capitulate,
they never
she'll be
mentioned
seized
it.
like Bridget. You know?
Did they ever mention Leo's gender though in Tekken?
Yeah, they did. In one art that was celebrating the females of Tekken, they just put Leo in there with the other females. And up until that point, I thought Leo was male. Then I found out, oh no, Leo's a girl.
I thought Leo was female.
Yeah.
Okay. Pook Girl, did you get a chance to respond?
No, I didn't.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm just so sick and tired of games putting the gay shit. Like, I like Last of Us Part 2. We all know she's fucking gay. Now, come on. You cannot prove a point that you're gay. You know, just like I was watching the Harley Quinn show to HBO Max. Okay, she's going out with Poison Ivy. I don't give a shit. But they're pushing it too far. She needs to go back with the Joker. That's the way I see it. Harley Quinn and Joker. You know, I'm not against gays. Whatever you want to do, you can do. Well, stay on my goddamn video games, please. Stay out of it. Thank you.
Oh shit! Easy City has it runs. Got a friend out of town. Thank you for stopping by, bro. Always appreciate you. Thank you.
Thanks for the sub, Easy.
Here it is, by the way, Obi. There has been quite a debate concerning Leo's gender, as Harada confirmed Leo to be female at the Cologne premiere of Tekken Vengeance, and then redacted a statement saying Leo was a female character named Eleanor Cleason in the initial concept, but that later the gender was changed to gender neutral.
Oh God, let's make up your mind. For fuck's sake, Jesus Christ.
Despite this, Leo is denoted as a male and categorized with male characters in the English version of the game.
Yep.
Well, I'm still pissed at Harada just for turning up at Evo and not giving us anything. So.
Oh,
he did. He stole your gimmick. He came and he said, "I got nothing."
I got shit. I should be suing. I should lawyer up and sue.
Yes,
that's right.
Yes. Better call Saul.
Yeah, he got a damn plan.
Better call Saul. Yes. The man that you call. Better call Saul.
I'm just afraid what Namco Bandai may do to the next Ms. Pac-Man game. What's going to happen there?
Oh, Lord.
That's just going to be Pac-Man with schizophrenia. It's just Pac-Man with gender dysphoria.
It'll be Miss Pac-Man turn into a he-she. We definitely don't want that.
Oh, God.
I'm not Ms. Pac-Man. I identify
Waka. Oh, shit. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man, that escalated quickly. That one little too
always
frightening.
Does.
Yes, it always does. And that's why we do the show. All right. Anybody got anything else to add before we move on to the last topic?
No.
Okay. Let's go ahead and slide on over to the last topic then. And once again, I forgot to put Obi in the scene. I will fix that as soon as I introduce the topic here. Okay, how video games are making research fun. Um, this really isn't a big story, but I do have my own story to share. So I want this is the reason why I brought it up. But forever, people always thought that video games they rot the brain, they
Uh-huh.
help manifest antisocial behavior, all that dumb bullshit that people were saying. But Riv, I'll go ahead and kick it off to you first. Have you have any experience about like gaming actually being used for research to make it fun for people that are going through this stuff?
I mean, I think video games. I think that there's a lot, in terms of research that we're seeing now, in terms of trying to make things more fun or make things more palatable. I mean, there are things that they tell you that video games rot the brain, but yet we come now in an era where there are entire educational systems that we don't talk about because they're not like our consoles. But for anybody that has kids, you'll know you got those educational systems now that help kids with colors, with shapes, with learning, with connecting. There's a lot of good stuff out there. So video games aren't really what they said. Too much of it rot the brain. Well, most of the games have more dialogue and more text than some books these days. You're going to get your reading, you're going to get thought-provoking. In fact, there's a lot of research that says that people who play video games are smarter than the people that don't get as much time to do so. I was able to teach when I was young. I used video games. I used NES text and cartridges and stuff in the game, and the instruction book was to teach my sister how to read. She was my younger sister. So I do think that in a lot of ways that there's a lot of people learn the most when they're having fun, not when they're miserable. You learn by being excited, by having your mind stimulated, your cortex stimulated. So that's something that video games can do. I mean, if I'm the type of person that I learn more from enjoying myself than I do from just with some boring topic I don't care about. So I think that there's room for this, and I think that started back in the '90s. We had as much as we talk about a lot of the fun video games, and even in the '80s, we had Oregon Trail, the Carmen San Diego games. What was it? Where was it? Mario's Time Machine and Mario is Missing. I mean, we had the edutainment genre. Because you can make video games, that actually stimulate the brain,
Yeah.
And you know what? If you've ever been drunk as fuck and you have Tetris on your damn phone, I guarantee you'll sober the fuck up after a few rounds of Tetris. I need to sober up. What do I do? Let me load up Tetris. Okay, now I know why the Russians invented this game. They drink a lot of vodka over there too. Vodka and Tetris. That's how they function.
All right. All right, PK, what do you think, man? What's your take on this?
No, I agree 100%. I think when it comes to logic, problem solving, hand-eye coordination, playing video games is definitely good and stimulating for the mind. Even when you think of my personal experience with this is a little bit, not on like the research side of things, but when I was 11 years old, I got hit by a car and I actually shattered 2 inches of bone in my left leg. Wasn't a clean break. I had to have this big metal bar to set my leg again. So my bone in my left leg literally does this now.
Oh, shit.
Because the way I had to grow back in. And when I was in hospital, one of the things I looked forward to most was when they bring the Super Nintendo out. Because that was a couple of hours where I could relax and forget the fact that I was in hospital for 6 weeks and just sit and play a game and think about something else. And there's whole charities out there like Get Well Gamers and Extra Life that are trying to do that for more kids. So I am always going to be a big supporter of that.
Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Pook Girl, what's your take on this?
Well, I noticed, like, when I play video games that get more focused, like, if you're in the wasteland of Fallout, you just do not fuck with those claw traps. You do not fuck with those. And then you always have your caps, and, and then it makes you logic. If you do this, you do that, and it gets me away from the world. Like, if I'm having a bad, crappy day, play a game, there you go.
All right. Uh, Pook Ninja, what's your take on this, bro?
There's been education in video games since the beginning. Like the Atari 2600 had Sesame Street games that taught spelling and numbers, and the NES was big on that too with Sesame Street and stuff. And then even for handicapped people, the NES had with the tube, and you could blow in the tube, and they could actually play video games even though they couldn't use their hands and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think just about every console just about has had learning things. Even the PlayStation had a whole series of games. I can't remember what they were called, but schools used them. Schools would send kids.
God damn it, I don't remember the name.
Thanks for the input. I appreciate that. But,
there's an AVGN video on it.
but schools would send home a PlayStation unit and the games, and it had stuff with homework and like different things, English, spelling, all kinds of different stuff. So video games have always had a key in there of education as well. Plus, there's games even from like strategic games that have real wars that happen and stuff like that, and you can learn about actual real generals and real wars and from different countries. Like we talked about Romance of the Three Kingdoms before with like Nobunaga and stuff like that. So it's not all just fun and games. I mean, there is education in it too, and like Riv was saying, you can teach people how to read with video games because kids are playing it. They want to know what that text means. Yep. And that that works just as good as even like one of those workbooks that you would have at home for kids to, Yeah. So I mean, there's education and stuff too.
Let's not forget the most educational game, Ninja Gaiden, which tells you life really sucks and then you die.
Yes. Yes,
true.
The life lesson of pain.
Yes, exactly.
And finally, Obi, what's your take on this, bro?
Yeah, we've always had education in games. I mean, these days on Xbox and series, you can go sightseeing, believe it or not. There's a game called Flight Sim. Go hop in a plane and go to a different country without even leaving your house. So, and I think there's another big factor people have not mentioned, which I'm surprised, because everyone yet again stole my points. People have not mentioned that we've got mobile devices now. We've got the iPads and the Android tablets now. Those are a big education helper. You can have a lot of fun on those. So I'm surprised no one mentioned that. So.
Yep, absolutely. There is education in all things. You just have to want to find it because games.
Except Fortnite.
Okay, fair enough. I give you that one. I give you that one.
That's the game that's rotting people's brains.
Slight diversion on the Fortnite thing. Has everyone seen these butthurt little kids complaining about the Dragon Ball Z characters being too strong in Fortnite?
I've seen
because Goku can wipe out an entire team. Yes, of course he can. It's fucking Goku. Watch a bit of anime.
Oh shit. Oh.
He punches someone through a mountain. You with your fucking flak jacket, you got no chance.
Right. Punch you so hard your soul come out of your ass.
Yep.
That's a spirit bomb for you. Shit. Okay, so my story real quick. Basically, after I had my stroke back in 2013, I was in hospital during recovery, and the college in Notre Dame up in northern Indiana, they started a new program. They were using the Nintendo Wii as research, to help stroke victims or other victims of like accidents and whatever else. And I was one of the one out of three that actually signed up for it. So I to this day they still use that research to help stroke victims or people from car accidents or whatever to recover quickly. And because I'm fat, I would never get my fat ass on that damn balance board. So when I was in the hospital, that's what they used. They used the balance board, which helped me get my balance back a hell of a lot faster than normal techniques. So yeah. So that article I saw, kind of hit home for me.
And the Wii was very good for that. The Wii was very good for for both rehabilitation and helping with medical issues. And also, a lot of people did get into better shape, and just because of the interactivity of the games. I mean, even the Punch-Out game, it was fun because you could actually fight with the damn thing. I never played the thing on a controller. I always went for the motion control because I could throw hands. You know what I'm saying? That's my speed.
Red was channeling his inner black man.
The only problem with that is you have to worry about accidentally losing control of the Wiimote and throwing it through your screen or something.
Right.
Tomahawk.
That familiar warning screen of please wear your wrist strap when you
Oh man, hell yeah.
Make sure you wear the strap on.
I'm sure there's some people that have put Wiimotes in very interesting, unmentionable places.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
More than likely.
Yeah.
I'll never touch a Wiimote again.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. So does anybody have anything extra to add real quick before we get out of here?
One last little thing on the educational bits in games. The one thing that they've you can give Ubisoft a lot of shit, and they deserve it, all of it. But the discovery modes that they've added into the latest Assassin's Creed games from Origins onwards, where you can literally just wander around and sightsee in ancient Egypt or Spartan Greece. They're really, really genuinely interesting little modes for a distraction, and you're learning something at the same time.
Awesome. So, like I said, modern day games have some type of educational value. So, All right, let's go ahead and slide on over here to the outro, and we'll go ahead and get that fuck out of here. All right, thank you once again for staying all the way to the end of the episode. I'm Fat Ninja. You've been listening to Fat Ninja Game Talk Radio. All of our socials are down below. And Pesci, thank you for the donation. That will help me get a better green screen, because this piece of crap, this is nothing but a nylon fucking shit wafer behind me. So that $3. That $3 will help go to that, so I definitely appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Also, please like, share, subscribe, all that fucking business. And also, look down below there. What video game topics do you want us to talk about on the show? Let us know in the comments below. We'll be very, very interested to see what you guys want us to talk about. But we're going to go ahead and get out of here. So I've been Fat Ninja, and when you least expected it, I just stole your sandwich. Can't get out. Oh shit, I can't stand you, Pook. My God. Damn. Later, folks.